Hello, welcome to another video. So I have a huge pile of to make, do and mend things in my wardrobe that I've not done since I made my annual wardrobe declutter video, which is quite old now. So there's things in it that still haven't been done. So let's do them today. We've been spring cleaning the house, the apartment. So everything is getting tidied and organised and cleaned, ready for summer. So I thought I'd tidy, organise and clean my wardrobe. So this is the first item. This is a fuchsia corduroy jacket / shirt from LL Bean. I thrifted this when I went to London with my grandma 5 years ago. I don't think it'll go on with my sweater. So I bought it just to be like this, and I just wear it like this all the time. I don't ever do it up. It's always just like a jacket to me, just like a throw over thing. This is not the outfit for it, but these are the original buttons for it. But this one is cracked in half, and I was like, oh, that's great. I hate that. It has its actual button to replace it, but why replace it with another of the original tortoiseshell buttons when I could replace it with a fun button? So in my little button tray, I have these buttons that I'm going to use to sew on. I contemplated doing a different button. I might still, who knows? Because I never actually do the buttons up, so what's the harm in doing a different button? No, I'm gonna do this button. So that's what I'm gonna do. I've got some thread somewhere. Thread here. And we're just gonna sew something a bit nicer on than these. I am gonna keep these buttons. Just in case in the future whoever has this, or if our children in the future want the original buttons, I still have the original buttons to put back on it. But I think for now I just want the fun buttons and it'll just be a bit different. So yeah, so let's get some sewing going on. Do. Could you imagine if I dropped these now? Oh. Is that shut? Those. This. I need a needle. Where are my needles? That is the question. Because I can't sew without a needle. Ruh-roh. I do like to always check that my maths is correct, so I'm just laying the buttons out to make sure I have enough for what I need to do. They look really cute already. I went in with my large sewing scissors, which you'll see later was a big mistake because those little threads are very, very small. And I'm just trying to pick out the thread and take the button off as carefully as possible. I didn't really want to actually cut anything if I could help it. In an ideal world, I would have used the thread again, but obviously I couldn't because it was kind of like really stuck on there, and you can see how old the buttons were because they left like a huge indentation on the corduroy. And then I just took my time trying to go back through the same holes and putting my buttons on. It's quite hard to put a button on. I always forget how hard it is. And then trying to decide if I want the buttons going horizontal or vertical, and then trying to make sure they're the same way every single button. I do enjoy sewing on a button though. I think I need to perfect my knot making technique when I do a button because the inside's a little bit messy, but I'm very happy with how each button actually turned out. Trying to finish off each button with a very, very small knot at the back to minimise the work that you can see that I'm doing to the actual garment, because the top of the jacket especially, the top of the garment especially flaps open when you wear it, so I didn't really want there to be a big knot behind. And then obviously I speed up because once you've sewn on one button, you've sewn them all on, right? And then I made sure that I had enough buttons for the cuffs, and I managed to sew some on for the cuffs as well, which is just fantastic news that I had the right amount of buttons, which is always a bonus. The second project that we have going on is a pair of jeans that I embroidered and sewed patches on in a previous video. I've destroyed the trousers, I've ripped them, so I can't wear them. So I thought, let's make a little denim bag. We could use what I already have and cut around it and create something new rather than just throwing the whole thing away into recycling. So these are the jeans in question. They are very soft, very broken. Do you remember these patches? Make a little bag for summer. I'm hoping to be able to keep the pockets somehow, and hopefully the embroidery on the legs, we can keep that as well, hopefully, because that took me ages to make and I thought that was really... Let's see if we can turn this into a bag for summer. Here I am trying to decide the best placement for these trousers, for this bag even. I wanted to cut the best pattern piece out as possible, so I did end up having to cut around the side a little bit of one of the panels for the bag, and then it kind of worked out in the best at the end because I was able to use that first initial cut to be able to get this nice pattern piece where I didn't have to take off all the patches and re-sew them onto a new piece of denim. I think this pattern really needs to be made out of something better than A4 piece of paper because it is very tatty and well worn. It's kind of held together with a wish and a prayer. So just cutting it out, and then I'm making sure that my pattern pieces match because I went a little bit rogue from the original pattern that I had and tried to make it a little bit deeper, so I just wanted to make sure they lined up perfectly. And then obviously right sides together, then you want to pin down your straight long edges, and then you want to pin the bottom, and then you are ready to start sewing. Don't forget to fold your pocket out of the way because that would be annoying to stitch that. Okay, and then I thought that the top raw edge was a little bit ugly, so I decided to sew that over as well just to give it a better finish. And then I found some more patches that I really liked, and I was like, oh well, I can just add more patches, that's the whole point of this bag, right? So instead of saving my random patches out and about, I thought I'd sew them onto this bag. So this huge rose I'm just sewing on, and then my worst racing patch was just sewn on by me really poorly, and I thought it would come off and I'd be really annoyed that I've lost it, so I decided to just take off all that horrible stitching and then re-sew it with my sewing machine. And excuse the lighting, this was done at night, and Hey was watching TV at the other end of the room. Yeah. So I'm just sewing down all of the sides that I pinned, making sure they work, and then I wanted to add a zip in the end actually to give it more security. And then with the piece of pocket that we didn't actually use in the end, I decided to make that a little hole for the zip, so I have something to hold on to and to stop the zip from coming apart. And then I just sewed that down. It was very easy to do actually, even going through all those layers of denim, it was actually quite easy. Just listening to a fantasy playlist and then just sewing the rest of the bag. You can kind of see it come together there. Doesn't it look really good so far? Added just an orange ribbon, lace ribbon, because I thought it would just balance it a bit better. So we've got a silver large button. This is a new patch that I added. This is a new patch that I added as well. And you would have seen in the video that I actually took this off and then re-stitched it. I hand stitched this one on to start with, but it's very loose and very poorly done, so I redid it. And yeah, so then this is actually my waistband. So you can see here, I kept all these on, and then I use the button here, so you can take it apart and put it back on. I think I'm gonna stitch just the hole a bit smaller, just in case it decides to come off of. Yes, so it might run out of room on my camera. So yeah, I'm gonna stitch the hole a little bit smaller, just so that it's more secure and it won't fall off when I'm wearing it. And then on the back, we've managed to keep the pocket intact, so that's all good. And then the little, is it a pocket watch pocket? I never know what that small one is. And then I've kept all the loops. So this is the back of the top of the jeans, and I kept a loop here. So if I wanted to add like key rings and things to it, I can add it all over the bag. And then the other pocket that got destroyed while I was making the bag, I used the stitching to create like a little end for the zip, because I thought the security wise a zip would be better. And I'm obsessed with it. I think it's so cute. I'm so happy with it. I wore it out for the first time, as you've seen in the clips, and I got a compliment on it straight away. So yeah, I didn't manage to use the cuffs of the jeans yet as a bag, but I'm planning to. Just not sure what I'm going to use them for, what kind of bag I'm going to make. But this is so cute. I'm so happy. What do you think? I think I need to add something onto the strap because it was a stretchy denim. I think the bag is just going to get longer and longer, and I'm not sure if I like that. I even kept the where it's from label on it. So yeah, thrift flip done. Right, moving on to showing you the jacket. The shirt jacket, the one we added the nice buttons onto. This is the finished product. It looks so much better. I think it looks more premium and just has a nicer finish, a more cohesive button. Yeah, very proud of what we managed to do. I wanted to create some like outside content for you, but it's been raining really terribly today. So you just get inside content. Okay. I just think that looks so nice. That like colour pop is so much nicer than that brown. Add the new bag. New fit achieved. I think that is so nice. Okay, so I wanted to talk you through my outfit today. So this is a cardigan that I got when we went to Cologne in December. It was €6, which is really great. I think the pattern is so nice. It's like an Argyle, Colchester, Harlequin mix. It's got some really cute buttons. They're what sold me on it actually. The buttons are so unique. They kind of look almost industrial, but also grandma kitsch. And then this knit underneath is a Ralph Lauren top that I thrifted a couple of weeks ago, I think. It was very affordable. I was quite surprised how affordable it was. I think because it's a little bit stretched out, like it's not as figure hugging as I think it's meant to be. I think that's why the price was a bit more lenient. And then these are the trousers. I'll move you. These are the trousers that I made. So it's just this outfit, and it has like contrasting here, and it has pockets because you know I love pockets. I think that's just more interesting done up. There's like a tiny little keyhole movement there. Cute. Okay, right. Ugh.